In Oakwood Forest lives a squirrel who simply can't stop bragging. Let's see what happens when Simon's snobby ways get him into a little trouble. Simon had the fluffiest tail, the quickest paws, and the sharpest eyes, and he made sure everyone knew it. Simon loved to tease the other animals. "Oh, look at you, Marvin," he sneered at the little mouse. "Your tail is so thin and stringy." "Are you sure you're not just a rat?" Marvin's ears drooped. "I like my tail," he said quietly. And when the other squirrels invited Simon to play a game of chase, he scoffed. "Why would I waste my time playing with you? I can jump higher and run faster than all of you put together." Then he flicked his thick bushy tail and bounded away. The other animals sighed. "One day," said an old owl, "Simon's pride will get the best of him." One crisp autumn morning, Simon was searching for the perfect acorn to add to his collection. As he scampered across the forest floor, he spotted a pile of golden nuts lying beneath a tree. "Score!" he grinned, hurrying over. But the moment he stepped forward, snap! A rope yanked him up into the air. Simon squeaked in terror as he dangled upside down in a hunter's trap. This must be a mistake!" But no matter how much he wriggled, he couldn't escape. Hours passed, and the sun began to set. The other animals passed by on their way home. Marvin the mouse spotted Simon first. "Simon, you're stuck." Yes," Simon admitted. His tail, the pride of his existence, hung limply. The other squirrels hurried over. "We have to help him," one said. Working together, Marvin chewed through the rope while the squirrels pulled at the snare. Finally, with a last snap, Simon tumbled to the ground. He muttered. "I had it under control." But then, as he stood, he gasped. His tail, it wasn't fluffy anymore. The trap had yanked out almost all the fur, leaving it patchy and scraggly. The other animals looked at him. Simon waited for them to laugh, to tease him just as he had teased them. But instead, Marvin smiled kindly. "I think your tail still looks nice," he said. The squirrels nodded. "And we're glad you're okay. Want to play with us now?" Simon's ears turned red. He realized how wrong he had been. "Yes," he said, "I'd like that." From that day on, Simon learned to be humble. He still had a squirrel's confidence, but he no longer thought himself better than the others. And even though his tail never grew back quite as fluffy as before, he no longer minded, because now he had friends who liked him for who he was, not for his tail. And so Simon discovered that true friendship is not based on appearance or superiority. Kindness and humility bring people together, while arrogance only leads to loneliness. Even the snobbiest squirrel can learn a thing or two. Keep exploring and listening, little ones, and don't forget to check our Letterland playlist for more magical tales.